So as Bitcoin is chilling in this $85,000 zone, I think we're waiting for a very important event. And that event is this. This is the Digital Asset Summit, and Michael Saylor is being invited. This is the White House hosting it this Friday. Now, before I get into that, the video I made yesterday talked about Made in America coins, Made in the USA coins. And just today, I looked right now before this video, and the top 5 coins, Aave, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, Hedera, and Chainlink, are all the top performers over the last 24 hours. Those are all coins in this list that I talked about. So I really believe that if you are DCAing into coins right now, and if I were talking to a friend, obviously not financial advice, but if you were DCAing into coins, that I would only look at coins that were made in America, obviously plus Bitcoin. Bitcoin, who knows who created it, right? Who knows where Satoshi Nakamoto actually resided, right? But other than Bitcoin, these coins and others, including like Altura and Axon DAO and several others that are made in the US, I would really just look at those because, again, we are seeing confirmation of this right now. Right now, the top 5 coins are made in America. So we're getting closer to Bitcoin breaking out. Right now, again, it is just hovering, and it's been hovering here for a while, since mid-November, right? We saw this massive rally. These are weekly candles, so we saw 3 massive weeks from 68 all the way to basically $100,000. And we've been chopping, right? We've been kangaroo markets. Kangaroo markets. Everyone's tired of this. It's a lot easier to trade, especially if we're in a bull market or a bear market, right? Kangaroo markets are going to liquidate everybody. So 24-hour wrecked, this is how much money was liquidated, $481 million over the last 24 hours. And that's the challenge with playing with leverage right now. And I would never suggest anybody play with leverage unless you are a very advanced trader and you know what you're doing. But if you want to check out some bonuses where you can play with leverage if you want, again, I do not suggest it unless you're a pro. You can check out BTCC where they're offering massive sign-up bonuses and very low fees. So going back to this tweet, Michael Saylor is invited to the Digital Asset Summit at the White House this Friday. And I really think that'll determine which direction the price of Bitcoin goes. We could see a massive executive order where Trump is at, his famous little desk, and he signs with his little signature, right? I don't know why I'm saying little so many times, but you know what I mean. He signs the order and boom, we get a massive green candle up to who knows where for Bitcoin. And if nothing happens, we could see a nice red candle, who knows, down to the 70s, and that could wipe out a lot of people. So just be aware that is the next event, which is the first event of its kind happening this Friday. And you gotta love memes. So in the top, the girl is, I wonder if he's thinking about me. And the bottom, the guy stressed out, working out on the bench press, saying, if these coins don't bounce, I am so effed. So I think a lot of us are feeling that in one way or another right now. And BlackRock put out a statement that said, if every millionaire in the US asked their financial advisor to get them 1 Bitcoin, there wouldn't be enough, right? And that's something just to keep in mind. Because eventually this is going to be something where every millionaire is going to be like, I want some of this. 59.4 million millionaires versus 21 million Bitcoin. And that brings me to this chart, which is kind of interesting, showing Bitcoin versus gold. Now let me just zoom out here. So Bitcoin has been rallying, meaning Bitcoin has been outperforming gold for a very long time, starting at around the end of 2022, which is the bottom, right? The bottom of the bear market, essentially. We have seen Bitcoin outperform gold a ton. Recently, gold had a little rally towards the end of last year, but this is a really interesting chart because gold is seen as the store of value. And if Bitcoin affirmatively breaks out of this pattern, it blasts off way above here. I think that's going to be really good for the price of Bitcoin and for institutions to really understand that Bitcoin is gold 2.0 in a lot of ways. Bitcoin replaces what gold can do and better in a lot of ways. So I'm really looking at this chart and I'll keep you guys posted on this. And to finish the video, this is a list of different assets showing how far below their 52-week high they are. And why this is nice to see is it shows that Bitcoin is around 20% below its all-time high, or for the last 52 weeks, right? We can see Nvidia is 24% below, Palantir 33% below, Tesla, which I hold a lot of, so this is kind of hard, 44% below its all-time high, or at least what it did for the last year. Ethereum 47, MicroStrategy, which I also hold quite a bit of, 49% below its all-time high. And I guess this just shows me, right? And it kind of is a reminder that Bitcoin, even though it really hurts, it's not totally different than a lot of the other top tech stocks, right? But the reason this hurts more for people that hold altcoins is that Bitcoin dominance is still kind of hovering around this mark. So Bitcoin dominance has not gone down like we saw back in 2021. We haven't seen, clearly, as everybody knows, we haven't seen this massive decline in Bitcoin dominance, which would make it more advantageous to be holding altcoins. We saw this dip back in December where XRP rallied, 4 or 5x in a month, but then Bitcoin dominance came back up, so it's been harder to hold onto altcoins, or at least it's felt more painful. But nonetheless, here we are. Trump is doing what he does regarding tariffs. Whether you support him or not, this is what's happening. He is completely shaking things up, and he is trying to usher in just his way of doing things, right? I think in the end, everything's going to be okay. I think the global economy will recover, the US stocks will recover, and the crypto market will definitely recover. If we go into a harder economic time, that'll be more reason to end quantitative tightening, and then the Fed to print money, and then we'll see a massive injection of liquidity, and then altcoins and Bitcoin will rally really, really, really hard. But there may need to be more pain in order for that to happen. And last thing, I really encourage you guys, if you don't already have a hardware wallet, to get one. So Tangem has been one that I have been using for a while. If you use the link below, you'll get 10% off. And I definitely recommend getting the 3-card set. It's a lot more secure. You could also get this new ring, which is pretty sweet too, but the 3-card set is awesome. And also Ledger. So I've been using Ledger for a while as well. The Ledger Nano X, I think, has everything that you need. And finally, Trezor. So Trezor has been around for such a long time in the crypto space, and they are rock solid. The Trezor Safe 5 for $169, definitely worth it. So I only share this because I want to talk more about security. And still, people watching right now, could be you, are leaving a lot of their crypto or all of their crypto on Coinbase. And I really encourage you guys not to do that, right? I really encourage you guys to get a hardware wallet, learn how to use it, and begin to self-custody your crypto. So I'll end the video there. Links below if you want to check them out. They are affiliate links. They do get a kickback, etc., etc. Hope you guys are well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.